So I just finished Animal Farm. Went on a long run. Put the audiobook on 2 times the speed and finished it. And I have to say, made me lose a bit of hope for the world in general. Hate when art does that. Where to start? First things first. Well, Boxer, the horse. His motto in life was, I have to work harder. I have to work harder. No matter what happens around him. And what did he get for his troubles? Couldn't retire. They sent him off to get butchered and get a good price for his meat. And then rebranded his execution as oh, that was not an execution, he died in the hospital. Which makes me think the moral of the story is that we must imagine Boxer happy. Otherwise, what to do? Like, if you look around in the world, it's the same shit, isn't it? Somebody taking power from somebody to rebrand himself as somebody. When the scientist, aka Snowball, says, oh, there is a better way for the people, where they have to work less, he's chased off by somebody, aka Napoleon, who had the army of dogs that he had bred. And isn't that just life now? Every political system, not just certain countries. They started the revolution with the song Peace of England, and then even that was outlawed after there was a rebellion by the chickens when their eggs were going to be killed. And then they killed off all the traitors. And and rebranded the song as well. There was the first fight with the humans, the first war as they call it. Snowball was instrumental in that, and they rebranded that as Snowball planning and plotting with the humans, when he was the only one who got injured in that fight. Well, there was another, I'm fuzzy on the details, but I think one of the animals died, but I'm not sure. In all this, the one pig that I was very disappointed with was the artist, or aka Squealer, who would not change the knowledge really of before, not completely change it, but he'll just add 2 words and the commands would certainly change. When the pigs started using the farmhouse that they had said that they won't use, as they are being used by humans, they were being used by humans, and a sign of humans or a sign of luxury. The first commandment was animals will not sleep on a bed. He just added two words in that. Squealer added two words in that, and it was animals would not sleep in a bed with sheets. So all they had to remove was the sheets, and they could then sleep in the bed. Isn't that all right-wing art? Not really changing the words. In fact, even the words of George fucking Orwell. Oh. That was the last command of the what is that from 1984? That was the last command of the party. That you believe the words and not believe your eyes. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the quote exactly, but basically that. And that quote is used by both the fucking left and the right. Which makes me think that both of them are A, wrong, and B, George Orwell will be very disappointed. I read that people have said that Benjamin represents Orwell himself, who would work just enough to not get executed, but not more than that, and would not support any political system overtly. I mean, neither did he got out of that political system. Not Orwell, but Benjamin, out of that particular political system of the Animal Farm unscathed, so to speak, because, well, he saw his friend being murdered. He knew he was being murdered. But he chose to believe what he chose to believe. And hence we come back to, we must imagine Boxer happy. Boxer was the Sisyphus, wasn't it? Carrying the boulder, carrying the weight to build the windmills. Eventually, the only commandment left was all, what was that? All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than the others. And the last line of the whole thing, last haunting line that, I don't know, man, I didn't even realize I kept running after that for a while, just thinking what just happened. The creatures looked from human to pig, then to pig to human, then to human to pig again. And realized they couldn't tell which was which. I mean, this story can be boiled down to any conflict happening really in the world, from the American system, where there are certain pigs being certain dogs being reared by pigs, to the Iranian system, to Indian system, but I won't talk about that. There is no rebellion. Beasts of England was remembered but never sung. And so is the way of the world, isn't it? Makes me sad. Makes me a little bit of makes me lose hope a little bit, but yeah, there is no escape. Fucking, and that's why we have to imagine Boxer happy in his work. Funniest detail was he could write A B C D, and then somebody told him E F G H, so he forgot A B C D. Eventually, everybody died who remembered the time before the rebellion, before of the time of the farmer Jones. Even Jones died, and those who remembered, sad. Those who remembered shed lonely tear in their own privacy, of course. But yeah. Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments, and let me know how I can be hopeful about the story because it's really hard, or hopeful about the world in general. Mario out.